Hi guys, this is Peter Ryan here again, and this is just a quick video to do an unboxing of the kits that you've got. So they should have arrived in a box like this, and when you open this up, take out the contents, you should see a Ziploc bag of 3D printed parts. Okay? So in total in here there are 17 parts, there should be 17 parts. 2 of them are not 3D printed, they're actually laser cut. Okay? And in the assembly video you'll see what they're for. So that's your main components for the robot arm. Right? So once you've just checked that, leave that aside. The next thing you should have is 4 servo motors. Okay, just give that a second to focus itself. Okay, maybe if I leave the box to one side. So you should have 4 servo motors. They have a lead already attached, and you should have a smaller Ziploc bag with the arms and 3 screws, right? 2 matching screws and then a smaller one as well. So you should have 4 of those bags, and each one should have its own little screw and servo arm connections in there. Okay, so that's your servo arms. The next thing you should have is, or another thing you should have, I guess, is a bag with 2 Allen keys and a screwdriver in there, and you're going to need those for the assembly with me. You also have a 7mm spanner, and you're going to need that for the M4 nuts. Okay. You should then have 2 bags of fasteners. Okay. So one will have plastic washers in it, and you need that for the joystick or PlayStation controller kind of arm that we're going to build. Right, just for the control of the robot. So you don't need these for the main robot assembly, so you can leave those to one side for the robot assembly. This is your fastener kit for the robot assembly. Okay, and everything you need should be in there. Okay, in addition to that, you also have your Arduino board, okay, in a box, and the printed circuit board that goes with that, with all the wiring and everything, so that all you have to do is connect your motors and your joysticks. Okay, you should have this kind of console, right, for holding the joysticks, for controlling the arm. You should have 2 joysticks, okay, probably in sealed bags. Don't worry if they're opened. It just means we tested your ones, but most of them are in bags. You should then have 2 grey ribbon cables, and these are to connect the joysticks into the printed circuit board. And I've explained that in the assembly video, and Tommy will explain it in more detail for when you're doing the wire up and everything. Okay. You also have a USB connector, and that's for your Arduino board to power it up and to connect into your laptop to get your program uploaded. Okay. And the very last thing then in the box should be a cable like this. Okay, so it has the same end as the servos on one end, and on the other end it has a adapter socket for that, so that it can connect into itself like that. Okay, so what you do with that obviously is you use that for the claw motor on the robot, and you can just connect in your servo motor into that, and it just extends out the cable. Because for the servo motor that goes on the claw at the end of the robot, the cable is a little bit short, so you should have 1 extender. Right, the rest of them will reach the PCB fine. So it's just that one. Okay, so again, you have that connector. You have 4 servo motors. You have a PCB and the Arduino with the cables that come with those. The 2 cables or ribbon cables for the joysticks. The 2 joysticks. The perspex or acrylic support for those. You have 2 bags of fasteners, and your Allen key and screwdriver and your spanner, and then you have your 3D printed and laser cut parts for the robot. Okay. So there is a PDF document with a parts list as well, and will be available on the day. So if you have any issues with that, you can let us know. There may well be a case where you have a few extra screws that were, when I was counting them out by hand, I made a mistake. Hopefully I didn't leave anyone short, but If you are, just let us know, and we'll maybe be able to give you a workaround. Okay? So thanks very much, guys.